Hi everyone, welcome back to the next Fossil Adventures video. So this time we've come to Speeton. There's Mark and Chris with us again today. Hopefully we're going to find something nice, hopefully some Speeton shrimp, but we'll just have to see. There's been dinosaur bone found here, ichthyosaur, plesiosaur. We'll be very lucky if we found anything like that today, but you never know. Got a new hat because it's an absolutely stupidly hot day, or it will be. So we'll just have a look out there. Absolutely beautiful today. So let's just hope we can get some nice fans as well. So there's Flamborough Head in the distance, sorry, Bempton Cliffs in the distance. That's where we'll be heading towards the bottom of there eventually. Looking at the white and red chalk as well. So stay tuned and hopefully we'll have some good fans. Yeah. So we've got the cliffs in the distance there, so where we're going to be heading. Chris has just got a bit of information for you there, because I can't remember what he said and I bet he can't either. But
well, it's basically it's the very start of the low Cretaceous period we're going to be looking at now in the Speeton clays, and it's the only exposure in Britain apart from a little bit that goes out in the wash. So the fossils you found here you can't find anywhere else in Britain, which is really good.
And hopefully we'll be finding some today, so let's crack on and see what we can find. Hopefully we'll just get down to the beach here, we'll just have a quick look in these rocks here. Hopefully, you never know, I might find a few glacial erratics that have popped down there. Maybe the usual DAC again, but I suppose if we find it we'll have to take it, won't we? So Mark's taking the lead down there, so let's follow him down there. Yet again, we've still got another remains from the Second World War. Just getting slowly washed into the sea over the years, falling apart, some type of fortification. It's very common along the east coast, especially the oldest coast, because the beach is nice and flat. So it was ideal for the Germans to land on, or so our intelligence thought. Luckily they never got here. But there we go. You can see the clay beds there in the distance. Let's hopefully we get some nice fans. So there's some clay exposed here. It's not part of the famous Speeton beds, but you never know what you can find, so we'll just have a quick look. Hopefully try and get our eye in to look for some decent fossils later on. It's a very worn out shell there. Must try and remember between the difference between a bivalve and a brachiopod. I did learn that the other day. I posted something the other day. I thought it was a brachiopod, sorry, a bivalve, but I was later told it was a brachiopod, so I googled the difference and that's what I learnt the other day. So a brachiopod has got two halves but they're both different, and a bivalve has two halves but they're both the same. So it's a shame, that would have been a nice shell, but it's one. I might take it anyway. Look, Mark's found something good apparently, I see. Is it a DAC, Mark, or is it something really nice? Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Just stuck in the mud. Oh, that's all with that.
Try and not get some shade on it there, Mark, so we can see it. What did you say, sorry? Just that part
just
stick out?
Just that sticking out.
Brilliant. Lovely. Very nice fan. Puts my bivalve to shame really, doesn't it? Well, there we go. Never mind there.
As far as bivalves go, it's a nice bivalve.
That's alright, yeah. The main thing is that weighs a lot less than that, so at least I'm not carrying it. So just on the way to the cliffs, just looking for bits and bobs here. Mark's found that real nice LD. There's some in there. There's one in there, look. I can see it peeking out. I think we'll give that to Chris to it. Notice I ain't got my gloves on again today, so Chris will definitely be in that one.
That's a lot.
See if we can see out in there. Weird looking rock though.
See what it looks like Paranostra or something. Might be.
Definitely just give it a little tap though. We won't want too carried away with it. Might take it home and prep it, but just break a little piece off it. Just to see. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's all in there.
Yeah.
Need a chisel in there now, I think.
Yeah.
Just to take that bit off. That shouldn't come away.
Yeah,
Should
we'll be
able to
taking
go.
that one. Yeah. Right, cheers Chris, thank you. So first fan for me, second ammonite of the day. We've been here, what, 10 minutes? So, good up. So the boys are cracking on there, trying to get straight to the fossil beds, but I'm still just ambling away, looking at the boulders and bits and bobs. And I did just spot one peeking out there, but now I've lost it, turning the camera on. I'll soon locate it again though. Oh, there it is, I can see it from here. So again, that's just something we're going to be looking out for. And these nodules, that's the right one there, look. There you go, look. We've got probably two little ammonites in there. There's one there, just peeking out the edge, a bit water warm. There's another one sitting on top of it. So unfortunately, my hammer's in the rucksack and I'm not going to get it out. And we've took the trowel today because we're mostly digging in clay. But a bit later on, when we stop for something to eat, I'll get out a little tap and we'll have a look, see what we can see. Chris has just picked that up. Look, it's a bit water warm, but was it some type of
Looks
oyster?
like it's some sort of oyster, yeah. That bit should come away. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, so I'd say straight away there's plenty of things to look at. Just come to the first part of the cliff now. As you can see, a bit different collecting to the other videos we've been on. So put my gloves on, put that ammonite, what we found earlier, in the rucksack, and let's get looking at the cliffs. Hopefully find some belemnites, ammonites, and if we're lucky, something a bit better. So Chris has just picked up a couple of bits of belemnite there. They're not actually the same piece, but as you can see, it's got a really deep groove on it there. Chris said he's not seen one like that before, and I haven't either, I don't think.
Certainly not from here, no.
So say two different belemnites, but both showing that groove, and yeah, that's really interesting. That I'm sure we'll put that on the Yorkshire Fossil Hunters page. I'm sure someone will ID that, Chris. Probably one for Tarquin, I reckon.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
So we'll post that on later on, and hopefully we'll get some ID off it, and it might be something really rare. So we've got now onto the first cliff, part of the Speeton clay. So it's just a case of now we're just going to spend some time looking up the cliff, looking for shells and belemnites, etc. There's plenty of bits and bobs around, as you can see, but they suffer from like a corrosion or a rot, and they crumble away. But there's a nice, I think it's called oxygyria or something like that. It's a bit like a devil's toenail, but there's a lot better specimens than that, and they tend to suffer from some type of rot. That's quite solid one actually, but I'm not taking it because I've got better ones. So there's plenty of bits and bobs scattered about. It's just a case of getting our eye and looking for the better pieces. And if we look right to the top of the cliff, if you can just see in the distance there, there's a pillbox from the Second World War again, which will have been right up the cliff, but it's slowly working its way down it and eventually end up on the beach. So we're just going to have a scout around up here, do a bit of climbing, and hopefully find something nice for us to film and for you to see. So as we can see, we're not looking for nodules, we're just looking for shells and belemnites amongst the clay. Plenty of gorse as well, but there's a nice shell just weathering out. There we go. One there. A little bit damaged on the outside, but that's a better looking specimen, and that's not got that like rot, like I don't know if it's pyrite or something in the soil, but it's quite nice that. But I have better, so we're leaving that for someone else. And the remains of belemnite next door to it, you can see it's split in half. That's the remains where the fragma cone was. But there's plenty of stuff to find. It's just finding the nice specimens worth taking, so we'll crack on. So it's absolutely beautiful day today. It's a great day to be out on the coast looking for fossils. So Speeton is a great place to come, but if you're going to come, this is the weather to come in. Obviously it's lovely and sunny, clay's nice and dry. If you do come in the winter, the clay's very sticky, and I wouldn't advise climbing on the cliffs at all. But can find some good stuff still on the beach, washed out of the cliffs. Belemnite sticking out there. But the ideal tool, like we said, for the clay is a trowel. Not too bad. Might take that, it's pretty solid. But not a bad looking specimen. But we don't want to find bigger ones though, but I might take that, it's still worth keeping. So there's plenty of shells and things poking out the mud, but it's finding the ones that are good enough to take home. There's some more belemnite bits there. You can see one there. So there's no lack of shortage of fans. Piece there, look. That's the remains of a belemnite that's snapped in half. There's another shell. Hopefully, when we get into the other beds, I'd like to find some of the shrimp. It's not actually a shrimp, it's a crustacean. I think it's my Ortana or something like that. But excuse my pronunciation. I'm never very good with them, and I always forget what they are until I look in a book or look online. There's a nice big fat belemnite there, look, next to the shell as well. He's been chunky. Just hopefully I won't drop the camera, it's a bit steep. Hang on, just try and get my foot in. It's a bit hard to film and pick fossils up at the same time. Excuse me while I mess about. Sorry for the wavy camera angle. But there we go. Quite a nice specimen. That's quite nice. That will clean off. Might take that even if Mark wants it, if he's not found a decent one. I'll just put that down there for a minute. But there's that big chunky belemnite. I'm definitely taking that, I think. It's a bit worn. But that's been a big old belemnite at one point. So part of it's worn out there, look, you can see the lines of shell growth inside it. Although it's not really a shell, it's more like the inner part of a cuttlefish. But I don't know. Such a shame that one, but we'll keep looking and we'll keep filming, and we might have a little wander up there, but I'll have to put the camera down because it's a bit difficult climbing there.
Off and it fills all the white cracks.
So we've just stopped for a quick bite to eat and just pick this nodule up. I mean, it's a shame it's worn out there, but the rest of it's in there. It's still got some original shell on it, so hopefully that bit will just easily pep off. So that was just sat lying there, so I thought, right, we'll pick that up. No one else has had any bigger fans, so yeah, you did show us the Ildi mark, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Alright then. They are quite common though. Oh, well, there we go.
You didn't come here to find them.
No, we didn't know, so we're just near the shrimp beds now, so hopefully we'll be able to find some in there for you to have a look at, and then we'll have a walk a bit further along there, see if we can find anything else.